to the review of the bootleg copy of the X-Wing UCS set. This is a Lepin bootleg and the Lepin number is 05039. Now, with this set, since I've had problems with Lepin before, with this set I have gone through the process of dumping all the pieces, bag by bag, which was always quite annoying with all these bags to open, into a bucket of water filled with washing liquid, filled with about 40 degrees hot water, sort of shower temperature hot water. Let it sit for a night, poured it out, washed it, rinsed it and all that, and see if that improves on the building experience, and we'll find that out in the rest of this video. And depending on how that experience turns out, I'm going to keep or stop doing any more videos on Lepin, as well as the title of the video. That will also depend on the results. So, as with all big bootleg boxes, there's a handle on top right there. It's the back of the box, showing some of the features and a few more screenshots of the thing, and of course replacing all the Lego logos with the Lepin logo. The top of the box shows the R2-D2 droid by a 1:1 scale going on. And that's it for that. And as always with all these bootleg things, inside this box is a, in this case, a brown paper cardboard tray. Inside there are sticker sheets, and this one actually has a smooth finish. But here we have sticker sheets for the cockpit. Don't know if that's how it was in the original. I guess I'll double check. Put like a little bit of text here. And we have a shiny sticker sheet that you have the plate sticker there with the X-Wing information for the Ultimate Collector's stand on and display, as well as some wing decals and some little details here and there. And the instruction booklet is thinner than I expected it to be, but yep, I'm pretty much sure it's the exact copy of the official Lego instructions, but of course without a parts guide on the back page. So the thing is built, and I think I lost like 4 or 5 pieces down the drain. Whoops. Although you do get a ton of actual spare pieces in this, including a brick separator, a lot of extra plates and Technic bits, so the one that you get should be fine. You shouldn't be missing anything. So that's cool. I'm missing one important piece. See here, these X-Wing bits. Yeah, I'm missing the middle piece. So one of my wings there doesn't have, oops, one of those. Pretty heavy thing, of course. It's big. So let's take a look at the stand first, because that's the least interesting bit. Just get it out of the way. And the sticker sheet on the front looks okay, I guess. Because it does say Star Planet of Star Wars, so that kind of ruins the whole effect if you put this on display. So print your own sticker, maybe change it somehow. The actual stand is pretty solid, because he's got a little arm thing there that moves just a bit, but yeah, it's solid. So another thing about the stickers is once it goes on surface, it's not coming off without leaving a bit of mark on it. So the glue is very cheap. It doesn't like peeling. So you have to get the sticker on just right for the main canopy of the X-Wing fighter. So that's something. So I'll bring the ship back in. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Because this thing is really big. I'll just hold it like this. Oh, piece just fell off. The whole thing itself is actually pretty solid. It won't fall apart or anything after you put it on the shelf. R2-D2 does like to fall out a bit, but that's okay. And there's this one weak joint up here, this piece there, but if you have it on just the right angle, it stays tight. So, it's a pretty good build. So after I did the whole soap thing, building this whole thing was way easier on my hands. I didn't find it too annoying, and it wasn't too greasy afterwards. And it still was a little bit, so you do need to maybe rinse it a few times with warm water to make sure it's really clean. But other than that, my hands were a lot better. So the conclusion with the washing thing is that with Lepin sets, you gotta wash it. In fact, with a lot of bootlegs, it's recommended that you do that, just to make sure you get all of the plastic oils off it. So But yeah, once it's done, the whole thing is built pretty secure. Had a surprisingly good time with all of the Technic bars, especially the long, plus shape ones. Those are usually very annoying with bootlegs, even with stuff like Xingyuan, where it just is too hard, too tight, or too loose, and can get really annoying. If you just put this on display, you can see it looks pretty much like the official Ultimate Collector's Series X-Wing, and of course it's way cheaper. So, and just like the official one, on the back right here, there is a switch that you can rotate, and the spring will pull the wings back in, so you can lock your X foils. Detail-wise, it is literally a 1-by-1 copy of the official thing. So if you know what the official one looks like, this is pretty much it. The colors look pretty good, pretty accurate, and since the image on the booklet is stolen, just judging this by the image on the book, on the instruction book, it looks pretty accurate. So that's pretty cool. And the entire building process was much better. Now, of course, there is a downside of having no numbered bags, meaning that it is. I highly recommend if you do get this. First of all, you do the washing thing, put it in the bucket of soap water and all that. Maybe do that twice. And after you've done that, you really want to lay out all the pieces on a single colored table, make it easier to find. First, and of course, really separate all the colors and all the sizes and all the little bits. So, or else you'll be there forever looking for pieces, because there's a lot of small pieces in this set. Doesn't look like it should, but there's a lot of smaller pieces, especially inside the main build. So let's open up this door, and it works fine. The actual targeting computer does not tuck away. It does use one of the sticker sheets. Okay, just get down there and go. There you go, targeting computer. It doesn't tuck away, but you can just rotate it out the way. There's the seat in there. If you want to see the inside, I'm going to do this freehand now just to make it easier, because this thing is so big. I think this is like the biggest bootleg I have built so far myself, or for this channel. Even that, it's bigger than that McDonald's shop bootleg. But yeah, you can see the little control panel, a little joystick, as well as the sticker sheets on there. There and there that they have. Just get R2-D2 out and you can have a good look at him. See, R2 is based on one of the older versions, but it is printed quite well. So yeah, overall, this X-Wing is a pretty good copy of the original at nowhere near the price of the original. So if you can consider getting this up, do the steps that I've recommended, and you should have a decent time building this, and this will look good on your shelf. Now, judging by this set as how big it is, and the other two walkers, as well as the small Lego Batman set, I can say, if you're not bothered with minifigures, the Lepin copy sets are pretty decent. And if you are bothered with minifigures, then Lepin will probably not be suffice, and you will probably have to go out and get some other bootlegs to fill in the gaps that the Lepin set will leave. So yeah, so out of all the Ultimate Collector's Series stuff that they've copied, there's also a B-Wing, and a few others. I think the Naboo Starfighter. That one too. They have copied the Ewok Village, which is very tempting. I'm tempted to keep this as well, but it's too big. I don't have the space for it, and if I do want a collector's series thing, I'll probably go for the official one anyway and just save up for that. So as of right now, if you see this in the streets and think it looks like a pretty good thing, you definitely have more than enough pieces for the set, as well as have a pretty enjoyable time building it once you've cleaned it. So yeah.